Right. What up? What up? What's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? Alright. You make sure this shit is streaming right, doing what it's supposed to do. Alright, so look, man, today I'm going to be talking about how the dating game is about selfishness. What up, Keyjean? Keyjean, got juice was popping. Sean Steed, what's going on? Why is this shit moving so fucking slow? Anyway, it's probably gonna have that lag, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But anyway, what's going on, people? What's popping? What's the deal? Before we get into anything else, make sure you guys remember, get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. The ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Make sure you get that. Go to MrLocario.com, click that link below to get the book. You feel me? And we will make it happen, okay? Yeah, so today I wanted to talk about, real quick, what up, Sean Skeet? Sean Steed was good. I want to talk about how the dating game is about selfishness. That's what it's really about. It's really about selfishness. Actually, I did a video earlier. I didn't get to post it yet because I haven't enough time to post it after this. But I was actually talking about that a little bit in the video I did earlier. What up, Nez? What's going on? Dr. Splantano was popping. But yeah, I wanted to talk about how the game is about selfishness, and that's really what it's about. That's the truth about the game. Now, when people hear selfishness, they think about it in a negative way, right? But really, selfishness is just, doing things for your own interests, right? And that's what dating is all about. See, people want to make it seem as if, or people expect people to sort of like, do things for them. Like the woman's expecting a man to do a whole bunch of shit. The man's expecting a woman to do a whole bunch of shit. And, that within itself is selfish because they want you to do what they want you to do. And now there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to understand that's what it is. You have to understand that in order for a relationship to actually be successful, right? The person basically, or the people in the relationship, have to be selfish. You feel what I'm saying? So let me break this down. So let's say, for example, you got a guy who just wants to have a whole bunch of sex. He wants to just be on some fucking shit. You understand? Now, that's what he wants. That's his selfish desire, is to fuck. Now, if he meets a woman who also just wants to fuck, right? They're going to have a good relationship because their relationship is based off of the fucking which both of them want. That's their each individual selfish desire. So when they come together, they're actually going to have that relationship that's going to work. Meaning he's going to get what he wants and she's going to get what she wants. He's going to get that pussy, she's going to get that dick, and everything's going to be what it's supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is the reason why certain relationships don't work is because people are trying to sort of accommodate other people. They're doing things for the person. They're not doing things out of selfishness. So, for example, and also too, that also it still comes back to selfishness too, but on the surface it's seen as not selfish. So, for example, let's say a guy is dating a girl and he likes her. And so he's going to wine and dine her, doing a whole bunch of shit. And she may like that. She may like the whining and dining, but he doesn't necessarily want to do the whining and dining. He's just doing it because he feels that, this is going to make her happy. So in his mind, he's like, I'm being nice. I'm just being nice to her. I'm just doing these things for her. Right? And so what happens is, later on down the line, if the guy doesn't get what he wants, whatever that is, sex, her being his girlfriend, whatever it is. He's gonna be resentful because he was doing things for her and not necessarily doing the things he wanted to do. Right? So then that relationship's not going to work out because at some point he's going to be feeling a certain type of way. You see what I mean? But also, too, on the flip side of that, he's also, doing some selfish shit. Because the thing is with the selfishness, right? It's still a thing where he's looking at it, right? Where, hey, I'm being a nice guy. I'm doing these things for her. So a lot of nice guys have this thing where it's selfish because they're doing shit because they want to feel like, hey, I'm actually doing something good. So it makes them feel good. So that selfishness is still there. It's still the feeling of feeling good. You feel what I'm saying? And that's a selfish thing right there. To pat yourself on the back and say, look how nice I was to this girl. So they'll do the niceness sometimes out of selfishness. Because they want to look at themselves a certain way and feel good about, being like that. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's what happens a lot of times in the game, man. You know what I mean? So, So we got in the chat room. You got Nez up in here, Anthony, Ed, what's going on? Kenwood Drive up in the place. Crazy. Yeah, man. Nez, when you told me you said only 14 people watching, you said on the other channel it was 300 plus. Yeah, because the other channel has more people on it. But see, don't focus on none of that shit. I don't care if there was 3 people in this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? The game ain't gonna stop. You feel what I mean? So don't worry about none of that shit. Don't focus on none of that bullshit. Yo, what's going on? What's popping?
What's going on with you, Mr. Locario?
I'm chilling. What's good with you?
You know what? I always listen to your advice. This is Woods out of Detroit.
All right.
I always listen to your advice, and you're right. I've had, just from experience, I've had a situation where, I was doing stuff with a particular female because I thought either that's what she wanted or it was being nice. And at the end of the day, it don't amount to shit.
Right.
Because you have high expectations about it, but those high expectations mean just hard fall.
Right.
Because it's not, But I'm saying, when you say that, what still get me, even when I see on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, is that you still have these females that put up simping quotes that other guys might say. Put your woman first or different shit like that. So, which always makes me think of when you say they don't even believe that shit themselves.
Right.
But it sounds like.
Oh yeah. They'll do that shit all the time. They'll do that shit all the fucking time, man. You know what I'm saying? And again, a lot of the when chicks be saying certain shit about like dudes or what they want guys to do, that's still all selfishness on their part, because like they'll say shit like, it's okay for a guy to buy a woman a drink or whatever. They'll say that because they want the drinks. You understand? So it's in their interest to say that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm getting right. Is that socialization on their part too? Because I know guys that do it. A lot of it is socialization. Even from the grandmas to the mothers to the aunties to the sisters, saying, if you want to get a real good girl, do this or do that, and which is all bullshit.
Right.
The older you get, the more you study it.
Right.
On that part, is it socialization or what is it exactly, you think?
Well, the thing is, it's like this. Like, for example, when you always hear chicks say, "Yo, like I want a guy that's gonna treat me nice. I want a nice guy, yada yada yada." So that sounds like it sounds nice to say that. You understand? And she actually may want that. She may actually be feeling like, I want that thing. But what happens is that they don't respond to that, so it doesn't even matter. You see what I'm saying? So so a lot of it is not necessarily socialization, but it's it's not being aware of what's going on. You see what I mean? Because it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like they know that, it's almost like they know that this guy or that guy would be a better fit for them as far as a partner, someone who actually would, treat them good and be all this other stuff. But the attraction is a whole different thing. See, attraction is not logical. You see what I'm saying? So this is why they'll say I want a good guy, but then they'll get with like the douchebag guy. You understand what I'm saying? And it's so.
I think me and you talked about this before, because some guys who are alphas don't even really know that they're not even purposely being alphas, especially younger guys. They're being who they are, which I can respect that, but they're not doing it. They're not strategizing doing it. They're just doing it, and women happen to respond to it. I mean, I've had issues when I was younger. I worked at my father's shop, and he had this older guy that was working there, and I responded to a lot of things he was saying about women. He got me in the habit of saying, "Hey, if I ain't fucking, I'm hunting something to fuck."
Right.
And so it was kind of an alpha type mentality that I grew up. I didn't know, but it's what I did. I had issues. This one chick, I remember in my 20s, man, I picked her up, and I saw her 4 times, Mr. Locario. And the first 3 times, we fucked. The first 3 times was outside and wherever.
Right.
That 4th time, she decided, let's not fuck this time. Let's kind of relax or whatever. And I did, but I never seen her again.
That's hilarious. It's funny though, because women, man. See, this is why game is so important. Just for guys to just sort of like peep and understand how nonsensical women are gonna seem. You feel what I'm saying, to you as a man, because the shit you're trying to do, the shit you're doing, it may seem like regular and logical and practical or whatever, but for women, since they're so emotional and everything is based off of how they feel in the moment, things are just all over the place a lot of times from a man's perspective, generally. You see what I'm saying? So
I feel you. Hey, let me ask you one thing, because I listen to this, man, and I'm a buy another thing is I'm going to get the Bad Boys membership, because I always feel I can improve on my game. Even though I'm getting older, I'll be 40 at the end of this year, and I got a couple of my gray hair showing. My problem is even though I don't mind talking to or fucking women my age or up, I still are more keen to that, 35 or 33 to 25 range, stuff like that. So that's why I feel I need to still improve my game, and I still try not to do young shit, like go to the mall or different shit like that, but still try and go to, if it's Target or Myers or different grocery stores, and just do a cold approach. I'm not up to the 10 women a day, but what I do want to ask you is, the one thing I did switch up off of your advice was I got cards, because I kind of grew tired of getting numbers, and you having to remember to contact them or text them, and you have to kind of go through the bullshit. I think I just, over a decade or almost 2 years, 22 decades of doing this, I think I kind of grew tired of it, that chase. So what I did now, I did do the card game, which is efficient as far as getting your information to, even if they're at work. I love that shit. But I'm not getting no response. Now, let me say this. On my card, it has my passion, which I love to ballroom dance, step, and different things like that, and teach hustle. So it has that on there, and it has a picture of me dancing with a woman over on there. So in some senses, I give the card out, as a business thing. In some senses, I give it to some women I might holler at or whatever, like, hey, here's my card. The dancing thing, if you want me to teach you that's cool too, but I do want to take you out. But what I'm saying is I'm not getting the response back.
Well, the thing is,
and I probably haven't handed my card out enough. But,
right. Well, the thing is this, is a couple things. It's a couple things that usually happens with that. Is that, one, you're gonna have certain girls who are not gonna respond back to you because they weren't feeling you. That's just how it is. Like, whether you get her number or give her a girl number, that's one thing. So that's already one aspect. Two, there are women who they're not used to hitting a dude up. So this is why it's almost like you have to sometimes in those interactions sort of because with the giving them the card and telling them to call you, remember you're still instructing her on what to do. So a large part of the instruction of making that happen is the specific thing you need to do. So for example, like if you like, I always tell dudes, like if you're giving out the card and stuff, right? One, you want to tell them the exact day and time to call you. You feel what I'm saying? And then two, also what I also do too sometimes is as I'm about to give them the card. So let's say like, let me see, do I have a card on my desk? Let me see something if I got a card on my desk. Well, let me pretend this shit is a card, right? So this is like a card or whatever, right? So as I'm giving them the card, I say, listen, I want you to call me. I'll be like, oh, this is what I do. I say, when are you free? She'll be like, I don't know, like, I say, when are you free to talk? She's like, oh, I don't know, maybe, whenever. I'll be like, all right, cool, listen. Sunday at 5 o'clock, I want you to call me. So I'm about to give her the card, right? And then as she's about to take the card, I take the fucking card back and I say, listen, don't take my card unless you want to call me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't like flaky women. You're not a flaky chick, are you? And usually when you ask a girl, is she flaky? 99.9% of them is going to say no, even if they are flaky. You see what I'm saying? So what you're doing is that you're putting it in her mind that she shouldn't be flaky on this because she's admitting to not be flaky. And on a psychological level, usually what happens, because this doesn't work all the time, but a lot of times this is what happens, is that when you say you're going to do something, you feel what I'm saying? You usually want to do it to keep within that identity that you presented yourself as. So if you say you're not flaky and I give you the card, then most likely you're not going to be flaky on calling because you already told me you weren't going to be flaky. You see what I'm saying? So it's you instructing them on the time and the day to call you and also calling them out on the flakiness beforehand, and then you give her the card. You see what I'm saying? So that increases your shit a little bit more. But either way, like I said, whether you give her your card or you get her number, right? There's always going to be girls who are not going to respond to you back. So it's still a numbers game either way. The only thing with giving her the card is that you're alleviating some of the work you have to do on the front end. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like this.
You know their interests.
Right, and it's like this. It's like this. If you give your card out to 15 girls, right? Maybe 3 of them will holler back at you, right? If you get 15 girls' numbers and call them, you feel what I'm saying? Or text them, maybe 3 will get back to you. So it's all the same shit. It's just depending on how you want to do it. You see what I mean?
Well, what number do I need to, if I'm, like Saturdays, if I go to the club, I try and do 10. I probably need to pull some of my standards and start hollering at some 6 and 7s.
No, well, the thing is this.
For 10, 9s, and 8s.
The thing is this. You
so
need to.
How many?
You saying how many chicks? Are you saying how many chicks should you holler at? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And when I'm giving out my card, yeah.
Right. Well, the thing is, you want to holler at as many women as you possibly can. Right. Now, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. You got to figure out where you're at in the game. Now, this is very important for every guy to understand. When you're first like. When you're trying to get your feet wet or you're trying to go out there and practice or whatever, you wanna holler at the girls who are fuckable up to like the hottest chicks. So a fuckable chick is like a 6 or a 7. Whoever's a 6 or a 7 in your eyes, that's fuckable. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to designate at this point in the game where you're still learning, where you're still like beginner or intermediate, you're not really advanced yet. At that point in the game, you want to mess with chicks who are fuckable to hot. You don't just want to focus just on the hot girls. Now, there's two reasons for that. One is because there's not going to be that many hot chicks, no matter where you go. You see what I'm saying? They're always going to be in small. So like you said, you might roll up in the spot. And there'd be 100 girls there, and only 4 of them is hot. So now you don't want to just talk to 4 chicks. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me say this though, Mr. Carr. Okay, for my for my age at 39, hot to me can be, and like I agree with you. It's always suggestive.
Right.
I'm a face guy. Not saying I don't like a good ass and some titties.
Mm.
But man, I look at dress, I look at shoes, I look at, depending on the setting. Not saying that she has to be put together, but like if we're in the club setting, I look to see if she got on heels, if she got her toes out, if they painted, whatever, if she how put together she is. Then I look, it's a number of different things that can translate to hot.
Right.
One thing doesn't necessarily mean hot.
Right.
Now, the funny thing about that is that some of your glamorous, dressed up, put together women might either be booed up when they get there, or
right. Well, the thing is, it sounds like you have a more broad perspective on what hot is to you. See, so that's good, which is good. So that means that opens up your pool of options even more. You see what I'm saying? So since you have that, because usually most dudes when they think of hot, they have more of a narrow view. I have more of a broad view of hot. Also, I'm kind of like you. But the thing is that since you got that broader view, there's more chicks that you could talk to. So I would say don't even limit it to 10. Do as many as you can. If there's only 10 in that spot, then that's cool. Talk to those 10 and then go to another spot. You feel what I'm saying? And then talk to another 10. So, but you want to have as many as possible. Like there's never a limit. It's almost like someone saying, "Yo, how much money should I make with my business, nigga, till infinity, nigga." You know what I'm saying? Like as much as you can, because what you want to do is you want to get to a point where you have a good rotation, to where you're basically good. You're like, well, I already got like 5 or 6 girls that I think are hot that I'm fucking around with. You understand what I'm saying in the rotation? So so yeah, as many as you can, man.
Well, I admit, like I said, this is a different. I just started doing this year, so my rotation is, right. I don't want to say non-existent, but it's a similar rotation I've had to before I started giving out my number.
Right.
But
right.
Every so often I'll take a number, but more is solely just giving out my card.
Right.
The only time I got fucked over was I forgot a chick's name. And normally when you get a number, you remember the name, you do things like that. And I gave her my card. We started talking about some other shit, and she hit me with that, "You remember my name?" And I was like, like shit. But
look, don't even trip up about that, because remember, a lot of these chicks, man, like, because again, you're gonna have the chicks who's really feeling you, you're gonna have the chicks that's sort of in the middle, and then you have the chicks that's not feeling you. So this is why I tell dudes that it's a numbers game, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to increase the number of women who are really feeling you. You see what I'm saying? So for example, like I'll use myself as an example. Like, since I got a wife and a girlfriend, and then what I do is I talk to other women. So I let these women know I got I'm in an open relationship. So there's certain women who they'll be feeling me, but they're not feeling me enough to where they're cool with open relationship shit. So then I end up not getting with them. You understand what I'm saying? Then also, so what I do is I talk to more women. So then what happens is, let's say I talk to 10 girls, right? And 4 of them is feeling me. And out of those 4, 2 of them is cool with me. They're really feeling me because they don't give a fuck that I got other chicks on the side and whatever. The other 2, they still like me, but they sort of iffy because either they're insecure about shit or they whatever. So the thing is I have to keep talking to more chicks, because I got to find the ones who are feeling me on, heavy. You see what I'm saying? So
cooperating.
Right, exactly. So this is why I said
100% cooperative.
Right. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You got to keep talking to as many women as possible. You see what I'm saying? Because even
the game don't stop.
Right. Because even the other day I did this video. I put it. I didn't even put it. I got to post it on my motivational channel. So I did this video where I was talking about how it was. I'm titling it "Even When You Lose, You Win." Right. And so basically what I was saying is this. Yeah. Is that let's say if you wanted to get with some chicks, right? If you talk to, let's say you talk to 100 girls, right? And or let's say you was like, yo, I want to get 5 girls on the team or 6 girls on the team, right? Let's say that's your goal, to get 6 girls on your team, rotation of 6, right? Now, let's say you talk to 150 girls in a week or two, right? Now, let's say out of those 150 girls, right? Out of those 150 girls, you don't reach your goal of getting 6 rotation, but you got 3, right? So you didn't get 6, but you got 3. So even though you didn't win the 6, you still got the 3. So you still win. So because you got something. You see what I'm saying? And so the only way you do that, the only way you win when you lose, is that you actually go big and go hard. The problem is a lot of dudes, what they'll do is they'll talk to 8 girls or 9 girls, and then they be like, damn, no girls like me because none of them wanted to fuck with me. It's like, nigga, talk to 100 chicks so that you can get to the 5 or 6 girls. You see what I'm saying?
You know what? And that's what I like about you, because I think I'm not trying to knock a lot of these relationship expert or pickup artists or whatever they call them. But dude, you the realest one. Because you're honest.
Yeah, but that's what see, that's what it is. This is what dudes don't understand, because what a lot of cats do in the game, what they're trying to do is they're trying to turn women who are not really who aren't into them, period, into women who are, which is you're not gonna do that shit. That's like the equivalent of, that's like a gay dude coming up to me and saying, yo, and he's telling me how can that guy you got on the phone right now, what can I do to get with him? I'm like, my nigga, he's not gay, my nigga.
He don't like men.
Exactly, he don't like dudes, so it ain't gonna happen, bro. No matter what you saying, no matter what you doing, it ain't gonna happen. Now, let's say you got a guy who is sort of questioning his sexuality. He's straight, but he's kind of on the spectrum. He's like, he might try some shit. You feel what I'm saying? So when that gay dude says, hey, can I fuck with him? I'll be like, listen, you might have a chance fucking with him, but you're going to have to do a little bit more work. You're going to have to seduce that nigga, pause, a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to do that. Now, versus...
I mean, that's real talk.
Right, you see what I'm saying? Versus a guy who's just 100% gay, you have a better chance of getting with that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just using the gay example to let niggas know. You see what I mean? Like what it is.
And that's a lot of, and I feel you, because that's what a lot of pickup artists, they're trying to teach cats how to finesse the game. Mm-hmm. But it's not about finesse.
Right.
It's a strict, because I think you gave either 5, it's probably 25 of them. Mm. There's 25 different reasons why either women don't like you, flake, aren't giving you the number. They might not give you the number this week, but might give it to you. Right. There's 25 different reasons that you have no control over, that have nothing to do with you.
Right.
So it ain't about you. You need confidence. You need it's nice to have a good mouthpiece, because you need to be able to react, and you need to be able to move on and mindset, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
But trying to just finesse her ain't, it's another
right. And the thing is this. This is what a lot of, because to the pickup artist's credit, their whole thing is really trying to pick up the chick. So I could understand why they're like going through the whole motions to make it happen. But see, the problem with that is, because I was watching this other dude's video where it's this pickup artist dude, and he was talking about how he met some chick, and then she was like not really giving him the time of day, and he kept trying to talk to her, and then she was like, oh, I'm leaving, and then she got into a cab, and then he went into the cab with her and was like, oh, I'm gonna just roll in the cab with you on my way home. So he was like, I'll take the cab, after you, whatever. So he's in the cab with her. She gets out near her house, and he jumps out the cab and stands in front of her house while she's there. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh, I gotta use the bathroom. Can I use your bathroom? So he's doing all these tactics to try to get in the girl's house. You know what I'm saying? And so this is what happens. So long story short, he gets in her house, he uses the bathroom. He's about to leave, and then she's like trying to basically tell him like, all right, bounce. You know what I'm saying? And then so he starts talking to her, going back and forth, doing a whole bunch of shit. And then basically he wears her down to the point where he ends up like making out with her, and he ends up fucking her. You see what I'm saying? So what happened was he had sex with the girl, right? But look at all the shit he had to do to get the sex.
Just to do it.
Right, you see what I'm saying? And on top of that, what happened is that she wasn't fucking him because she wanted to. She fucked him because he wore her down.
She was precious too.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So that's the stupid shit, and that's a very dangerous game to play.
There's really no satisfaction in that.
Right. Exactly.
Because that's like, dude, I got to do this every time I want to get some pussy.
Exactly. Right. You see what I'm saying? So he got it, but he had to wear her ass down, and so what happens is certain girls will end up doing that shit. And then regretting it later, and then this is where you get all the Me Too's and the sexual harassments and the girls telling you. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really.
Now he raped me.
Right, exactly.
He didn't rape you. He wore you down. But
exactly, right.
You know, because you done brought her to some other chick, and she was like, "Nah, bitch, I think he raped you." You're like, you know what?
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure you did it. I know I did it when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
If you were out in the crowd at a carnival or festival or something like that, and it's a chick you want to holler at, and you like, hey, how you doing? Or you grab her hand or whatever. And she keep on walking. When we were younger, I used to try and catch her with her. But the more I got in tune to my game, if she don't stop there, that's a wrap.
You're right. That's what I'm saying.
She's not interested in me enough. Because, like you said, if she's interested, she's going to stop.
Exactly.
She's going to make it happen. She's going to make it easy.
Exactly.
Now, she can still be on the fence, but if I got to do extra work just to get your number or to get your attention, nah, I'm straight on that.
Right. Because, see, this is the thing. A lot of dudes, this is the problem. Guys value women, random women, just because. They're like, oh, she's hot, she's bad, whatever.
Yeah.
See, my thing is this. I always say this. A chick is as valuable to me as her cooperation is in me. When it comes to me. So if she's cooperating and she's doing what she's doing, then I see value in her. If she's not, there's no value in her because her value to me is in relation to me, to what I'm trying to do. So if I'm talking to a girl and she's ignoring me or she's just like whatever, then we ain't got nothing to talk about. It's done. Like I'm not chasing you now because now that goes against what I'm doing. I'm going down your path. What am I chasing you for when I'm supposed to be in alignment with a woman who's doing things for me? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's all it is. You see what I mean? And that's why you got a lot of these cats that be running after girls and crying about this chick don't want me, and they be calling a chick 10 times a day after she done ignored him and all this other craziness. And it's because they're trying their best to get the chick, and they want to get the chick because they feel like they need her for validation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where the crazy shit happens.
Let's clear it up, even because we were talking about this right now, and I know some young brothers on the phone that might need to have the differentiate between what is thirsty and what is not.
Right.
Let me say this, and I hope you agree with me on that. If you're standing in the spot on the corner or whatever, and you reach out and you grab homegirl and she either stops or goes or whatever, that is not necessarily thirsty behavior. If she doesn't stop, she just doesn't stop, whatever. It's when you run after her, when you're trying to convince her, when you stuff like that, then that can fall into thirsty. And I think a lot of cats out here just throw the word thirsty out here, but they ain't defining. Right.
Because they always look at it like just the mere fucking like interest in a woman is thirsty. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like nah, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You've noticed that a lot of cats on YouTube be putting that out there, and they shouldn't.
Right, because
specify what is thirsty and what is not.
Right, because they're looking at it like, well, you just trying to get with a girl. Period is thirsty. That's what they see it as. And there's a difference between pursuing and chasing. See, pursuing is I see a girl in the street, I walk up to her, be like, yo, what's up? How you doing? What's your name? Blah blah blah. Right now. If she keeps walking and trying to ignore me, and I'm running after her, now I'm chasing. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's two different things. Pursuing is, me getting a girl's number, whatever, texting her and setting up a date. You feel what I'm saying? That's pursuing. Me chasing is if I text a girl, she don't respond. I text her again, she don't respond, and then I text her third. You see what I mean? That's chasing. So whenever there's no interest being reciprocated from the woman and you still trying to get at her, that's chasing, and that's what makes you. That's the thirstiness right there.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Now, if she walks, now even if she's responding and she's walking, you're forced to walk with her. Now that is suggestive.
Right.
Because it's not full cooperation. She's on the fence.
Mm-hmm.
I like I said, the order my 39-year-old ass, I'm done. If you ain't stopping,
I feel you. You know, and again, it all depends on where you're at and what you're trying to do. Because see, this is the thing. See, this is the thing where you like I talked about this before. You're gonna have three types of girls. You have the girls who's really feeling you, the girls who's in the middle, and the girls who's totally not feeling you. You feel what I mean? And so the girls who's really feeling you, that's attraction. That's where you don't necessarily need to do much, but just not. You just need to make sure you don't fuck it up by doing something stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Because she's already attracted to you. Those are the girls who are gonna stop when you try to holler at them in the street. Those are the girls who are gonna be smiling in your face. The girls who are gonna be flirting with you heavy. The second girl, the one in the middle, she's feeling you, but she's not all the way all the way in.
Yep.
Those girls are the girls you have to seduce. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the difference. Yep. See, some guys, the mistake guys make is they try to seduce the third girl, which is the girl who's totally not into them. You see what I'm saying? And you can't really seduce her because she's just not fucking with you, period. You see what I'm saying? The second type of girl is the only girl you need to seduce. Those are the ones that you can, talk that shit, get her to really go in and make shit happen because she's on the fence. And so that's what it is. And so depending on what you're trying to do, depending on what your mood, depending on what you're trying to make happen, you got to choose whether or not you want to seduce or not. You understand? You can choose whether or not you're just going to deal with the girls who you see that there's that attraction. You see what I mean? So me, what I do personally for me is I'm mostly, I say 85% of the time, I focus on girls who are attracted to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's usually.
If she gets that quick look, all that different kind of.
Right.
I look for if she's looking at me.
Right.
If she turns her head, when you do it long enough, you know.
Right. Exactly.
Quickly if she's responding.
Exactly.
And then if she's blatantly not, like you've always said, if she don't, which I love it because it makes sense, but if she doesn't like you, she's gonna do everything possible to ignore you.
Right, exactly. And see this is where guys get confused. They get confused because a lot of times in the game they think that what it is guys think that they can seduce every girl. That's the whole that's sort of I think the pickup artist community got dudes thinking that, where they can seduce every chick, meaning they think, well, all you need to do is learn the pickup skills, and then you can seduce any girl, even a girl who doesn't like you, into liking you, which is false. You feel what I'm saying? You can seduce the girls who are in the middle to like you.
Mr. Locario.
What happens?
That in TV in the movies.
Which one? Oh yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, TV in the movies.
Right.
TV in the movies.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing with the seduction though, being able to seduce a woman is a very good skill to have. That's basically mostly what I teach in a bad boy membership is seduction. You see what I'm saying? That's a large percentage of the bad boy membership because, and I also teach some attraction stuff too, but what's easy about attraction when a girl is attracted to you, what's easy about it is that you really just need to just stay cool. And shit's gonna really, usually 9 times out of 10 go your way. The girls who are in the middle where you have to seduce, those are the chicks where that's where the work comes in. A lot of times when you're dealing with chicks, and also with girls who are trying to seduce, you have to know when to call it a day with them and when to keep going. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just a whole different thing, and based off the girl you're dealing with, that's why you got to recognize the girls you're dealing with. Based off the girls you're dealing with, you'll know whether or not you got to do one thing or the other. You'll know whether or not to waste your time on a certain girl who you know isn't feeling you. You'll know if this girl is attracted to you. All those things, you'll know those things. So then you know, okay, this is where I'm gonna do it.
If she's just attention whore. Yep.
Right, exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So,
All
you
that.
know.
Like I said, and let me get off because I know there's other cats on here that's going to get at you.
Yeah, man.
But man, yo, listening to you, you done helped me figure out the wrongs, what I did wrong, even
That's
in the
what's up.
past relationship, and I've been able to put everything together. So I love it. It's not that you didn't know it, but when you able to compare notes to different people and somebody again, Pete, I'm talking about especially you who's real about it. Because a
Right.
lot of people just aren't honest.
Right.
And once
Real
you get the
shit.
honesty, then it's a whole nother level. But like I said, like I told women today, hey, I have no interest in being monogamous. So you can fuck with me, but understand I'm gonna be fucking with other people too. So
That's what's up, bro. Man, I appreciate the call, man. That's some good questions, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
no problem.
All right, peace. Later. All right, let me see who else is on the phone. Hold on. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, Mr. Locario? I got a quick question, man.
All right, what's poppin'?
How do you know when to stop, like what you were just talking about? How do you know when to stop pursuing, like, or going after a girl? Like, because I'm with this girl right now, and she tells me that every time she comes over to my crib, it's like we will do everything but fuck. But it's like she says she has standards right now, but she said that twice when she came over my house.
Well, this is the thing. When the time to really stop dealing with a girl is when she's not doing the things that you want to do. You feel what I'm saying? That's really what it is. So the thing is either you tell her what it is you're trying to do, or you already have in your mind what you're trying to do, and then you kick it to the curb because she's not trying to do that. But you're letting her know through your actions. So if she's over your house, and first of all, the first time she was over your house and she didn't fuck, you should have told her, listen, you can't come over my house unless we having sex. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that she knows, you know what I'm saying, that ain't gonna happen. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so once you that first time when you notice she ain't trying to do it, then you gotta tell her, look, we gotta bounce. You gotta bounce. You could come back later on when you're ready to do this, but you gotta go. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's when you charge us to the game. At that point, if she's not willing to do the things you want to do, you just keep it moving. So that's really how you know. You know based off the things you want to do. So for example, I was on a date with a girl, and she was talking about how, like, it was weird because she knew I was in an open relationship. Then all of a sudden she felt a certain type of way about it, right? Then she says to me, hey, why don't we just be friends then? And I said, listen, I'm not interested in being friends with you. I said, we could hang out, be on some fuck buddy stuff, we could date and all that. I'm cool with that, but none of that friend zone shit, none of that friend stuff. We ain't doing that. So I said, listen, either we gonna do what I'm trying to do or good luck, right? And then so that was it. I charged it to the game because I was like, I'm not sitting here trying to be a friend. I'm trying to do the things I'm trying to do. So I knew I had to cut her off because she ain't trying to do the things I'm trying to do. You see what I'm saying? It's that simple. It's that simple. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, I understand. I completely understand what you're saying. But, like, now this is, like, the thing. I think I'm a victim of that Me Too shit and everything like that. It's because usually when we're about to, like, escalate into it, it's like she doesn't really stop. It's like she never stops me. You understand? Her body language is telling me, all right, what I'm doing is all right. But then, like, say, like, I still live with my parents, by the way. So, like, I remember the situation was escalating, and my mom came downstairs and, like, fucked up the whole shit. And then, like, it stopped, and we left. And then she was like, yeah, like, I'm not ready to fuck you right now because I have certain morals or standards. I don't want to be like every other girl that you can call up and fuck. But, like, it's like her actions was telling me to keep going, though. But, like,
that part of it too. And wait, how old are you?
I'm 20.
20. Okay. Part of it too could be the fact that you in the spot with your moms. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
and so what? So you're saying you were in the room with the girl, and your mom's like walked in, or what happened? Like, what's going on?
Like, I was in the basement. My mom went upstairs. My kitchen's right above my basement. She went and started cooking herself some eggs. Awkward situation.
Mm-hmm. So you were in the basement, and your mother was upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. So what could have happened is the girl felt a certain type of way fucking you with your mom's there. And then
she tells me like straight up, like she wants to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like she's saying these different factors in which like for example the standards and like certain situations that fucked it up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, should I keep going with this girl because it's like she's going to give me what I want. It's not like I'm like taking her a bunch of dates or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, should I continue to keep going? Should I keep this girl around instead of charging her to the game?
Listen, this is what I would do. Because it sound like you know, it sound like you really like this chick and you really want to smash, right? What I would do is this. For you, I would say you need to soft charge her. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, you're letting her know, listen, I wanna have sex with you, and if you want to do that, then we can do that. But we can't do this again where you come here and this is what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So let her know that now. Now let's say if she does come over again and she does be on that, oh, I don't know, and I feel a certain type of way, then you charge her, you know, fully. See, I would say charge her now, actually. You see what I'm saying? Like, I would say charge her ass now because she's on that back and forth shit. But if you feel like you want to give it that one more chance and you want to do it again, you got to let her know what it is so that she knows that this is what it is, and she has to see what's popping with it so that, and if she doesn't go along, then you're going to charge her the game. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, look, all that stuff she's feeling, that's her. That's on her. You feel what I mean? But you trying to have sex. So if she's not doing again, this goes to the topic of the show. Where I was talking about that the dating game is selfish. You want one thing, she wants another, or she's acting like she wants another, whatever, right? So you want to have sex. You got to find a girl who wants to have sex is just as bad as you. She doesn't. She doesn't want to have sex just as bad as you, because if she did, she'd be having sex with you. She's on some other shit, whether it be her being uncomfortable about your mom's being there, her feeling a certain type of way, talking about, oh, well, I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't be doing this because whatever. You understand? Whatever the situation is, she doesn't want it as bad as you, because if she did, y'all would be having sex. So, again, I would say charge it to the game, but if you don't want to charge it to the game right now, soft charge her, meaning tell her, like, this is what I want to do. Don't come through next time until you want to do this. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't want to do that, we got to keep that shit pushing. You understand? And the thing is, don't be scared to charge these girls, because this is why I tell you guys, you got to talk to more women. You have to have that abundance mindset, because if you don't, this is what makes you do these things where you feel like you have to take this girl. You feel like you have to keep trying with this girl because you don't have as many options. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So yeah, man. So, think about that. Think about, you could just charge her now, or, soft charge her and tell her, look, this is what I'm trying to do. If you ain't trying to do that, don't come through. I'll holler at you later. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's that. And try to get your own place, man, because that's going to make it easier for you to smash these girls. You feel what I'm saying? All right?
All right, man.
All right, bro. Acknowledge you. Peace. All right. Damn, it's mad fucking loud outside my house, man. God damn it. Shit. Like hearing all the trucks and all that. Man, so what's going on in the chat room, people? Man. Female Pimp is in the building. Whiskey to Dawn, Eastern Conversation. Man. Jermaine Jones, you said, are you teaching us how to be players? Hold on, let me see who this is. EO, what's going on? You.
Oh, what's up, Locario?
What's popping? What's the deal?
Quick question. So like, I've been watching a lot of, pickup artists, like the RSD.
Right.
But like I've also been watching you and like AMS and all that,
Mm-hmm.
and like Artist D talks about kind of like it like inciting an emotion in a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So like basically when you're talking to her, you have to make her feel something,
Right.
right? And then they also talk about you can kind of like insult her
Mm-hmm.
to make her feel something,
Mm-hmm.
but she can like translate that feeling of the insult to kind of her like liking you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So right. So like how do you make that work? Because every time I try it, the girl is like turned off.
Mm-hmm. When you try what? When you try what?
All right, so I was on Tinder the other day, and I'm matching with this one girl, and then like I was like so like I was like hey, and she said hey back, and I was like we had a little back and forth. Then I was like girls from like Kansas can't like understand English
Mm.
cause I said something like dumb shit.
Right.
And she went off. She was like, "Oh, don't like hit me back anymore, like whatever."
Mm. Well. Let me
So like,
tell. Hold on. Let me tell you the mistake you made. Right.
yeah,
You're doing that on Tinder. You can't do that online. You understand what I'm saying? Because
oh,
when you're doing stuff online, it's all text, and text you lose tone of voice, emotion, body language, all of that counts when you're in person with the girl. So if you were in person and you were saying that and interacting with her, it would have came across better because you're in person. On Tinder or even through text, you can't do those type of things a lot because it's harder to read certain things. You understand what I'm saying? Because through text it loses the emotion. You see what I'm saying? So imagine like if I was like playing around with a girl in person, and I was like I said something like oh you look kind of like goofy with those braids you got on. You understand what I'm saying? Now,
yeah,
based off of my tone of voice and the context we're in, she'd probably laugh at that and whatever. But now, let's say I'm on Tinder and I see a picture of a girl and she got braids on, and I say, hey, that picture that you got braids on, you look goofy. She's gonna be like,
mm.
fuck is wrong with you? Why are you insulting me? You see what I'm saying? It's a different
Oh, I
things.
see.
You see what I mean? So you can't do that shit on Tinder. You can do that in person, but not on Tinder, not on online dating sites. You see what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
All right.
So that's what it
All
is.
right. Damn.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
can't do that on. You gotta be in person.
All right. Cool. Appreciate that.
Right.
And one more question too. So,
Mm.
um, my thing is, all right. So, like I don't know, but like growing up in, so like I'm from New York, right?
Mm.
And then I like have friends that get mad bitches. So my thing is, um, like they make it seem like it's easy. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even approach you like a lot of girls. So like, is it their charisma, or is it their like what is it?
So you said who makes it look easy?
All right, so like I have friends from like high school and like college
Mm.
that that approach well, they get a lot of girls,
Mm.
but we all like kind of hang out in the same social circle, and then when we like hang out and then meet new girls,
Mm.
the girls would gravitate to them more
Mm.
than like me. So
Mm.
I'm like trying to figure out what is it that like if it's charisma kind of thing, or like an initial traction, or
Mm.
like I'm just trying to figure out like what they have that I might be lacking.
Mm. And so what do the girls do when they're gravitating towards these guys? Like what like give me an example.
So we could just like be like, all right, so we can go to like an event or whatever,
Mm.
and then like I can talk to one girl, and then they could talk to one girl, like whatever. Then for some reason they'll just gravitate to them. I don't know. Like they just like they may though wind up taking them home, or like smashing them, or wind up cuffing them.
Mm. And so you're saying what are they so what are your boys doing though? Because if they're talking to these girls, interacting with these girls, what are the things they're doing specifically that the girls are being receptive to?
That's the thing too, and like they can have girls too. So like they could be like passing girls. You know what I'm saying? So like they could. So like one would have a girlfriend, and then my other boy would probably take the like sloppy seconds. And I'm like how is it that they can get girls and get the, you know what I'm saying? Like have that kind of thing. Now like I don't want anybody's sloppy seconds, but like I'm just saying like how you kind of like they be seducing these like girls OD.
Well, you said hold on. So you said that your boy would be talking to a girl and then pass him on to another dude. Is that what you said?
Well, well, like if he's like you know double her, then the other dude would like you know kind of bag her.
Right. Well, see, that's the reason why the girls is gravitating to them, because notice the difference between what you said you don't like to do and notice what they're doing. You said, and if you could hear the playback, whatever, later, but this is what you said. You said, I don't want anyone sloppy seconds. Then you said your friends is cool with passing the chicks around. So basically what's happening, just in general, from what I'm hearing, is that your friends are more open to interacting with women versus you. And this is why the girls are probably gravitating to them more than you. Because if you have the mindset of, I don't want nobody sloppy seconds, that's a closed off mindset, which means that when you're probably around the girls, you're being very closed off. You feel what I'm saying? So with your boys are a little bit more open to dealing with women, period. So this is probably why girls gravitate to them more. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that, and this is the funny part, any girl you deal with is someone sloppy seconds. So it don't even make a difference. But what I'm saying is that,
right.
What I'm saying is that the mindset is a different thing, which is why your friends is probably getting more things. They're probably a little bit more outgoing when it comes to talking to these girls. They probably approach more girls than you when they're not around you. You feel what I'm saying? They're probably like a little bit more flirty than you are. You're probably more shy than them. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's those.
So you said to be more open, like as in to like let your personality show.
Right, let your personality show, but also be more open to interacting with women, period. You understand what I'm saying? Because what it seems like, your friends might just be a little bit more, like, they're just a little bit more loose when it comes to dealing with women. You understand? Either with their verbals or just sexually. Because, like, let's say for example, right, like, I'll give you a story.
Yeah.
Me and my boy was out one time, and what happened was we were talking to this one girl, and she got to the spot, but she was waiting on her friend, this other girl. So my boy was making out with her. He was like kissing her and shit, right? And then so I said to her, I was like, damn, I was like, yo, you kind of sexy. I could tell why my friend, is feeling you like that, right? And then so what happened was, I said to her, I was like, you got some nice lips. And then I grabbed her, and then me and her started kissing. You see what I'm saying? And then so when her friend got there, right, she told her friend, because of me and her and my boys talking, her friend walks into the fucking place. And then the first thing she says to her friend, like when her friend comes, she gives her a hug. She's like, oh, hey, what's up? She's like, oh, I met these two guys. They're really fun. So like soon as she's telling her friend that we're fun and we're cool, you understand? The friend gravitated to my friend, and then I started still talking back to the girl. But that all came from me and my boy just being very free-flowing with the situation with that girl, which led the other girl to be comfortable dealing with us too. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't like I wasn't looking at her all funny for trying to kiss me after she kissed my boy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and therefore it didn't make the situation weird to the point where when her friend comes, she's gonna be like, oh, these guys are kind of lame, whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're just chilling and having fun. You feel what I mean? And so I would say for you have to like cut loose a little more, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. You got to have a little bit more fun with your interactions with women, and that's going to make them gravitate to you. Period. You feel what I'm saying?
That's it.
So
Right.
you know, I'm just using that as an example. Like, you don't necessarily got to do it like that. I'm just saying, like, I'm just using that as an example to show that the more like laid back and fun and chill you are, right? The more women are going to gravitate to you. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, and I want to leave you with this.
Yeah.
Notice, and this is all correlated to what I'm about to say. Notice when a guy, or you probably experience this too, or other guys like this too. When you're dealing with the girl, right, and you're acting very like, what's the word I'm looking for? You're acting very sort of like serious. You're acting very like judgmental. You feel what I'm saying? If that girl likes you, right, what she'll start to do is she's going to act like how you're expecting her to act. Meaning to act sort of like not as sexual as she wants to be. Because she thinks, oh, this guy's not going to like me being wild and crazy, and I like him, so let me fall back and pretend I'm some prude type of girl. And then now what happens is, if you're trying to get it popping with her, it's going to be hard to, because she's acting like she doesn't do, oh, I'm not the type of girl. She's saying that because she thinks that's what you want to see, and she's saying that because you're the type of guy who's saying, I don't want sloppy seconds. I'm not that guy. I don't like you hoes. You feel what I'm saying? You hoes are disgusting. I only like nice church girls. So she's going to act like the nice church girl in front of you, versus your boy over here who's like, look, I'm ready to eat some pussy. I'm ready to fuck some chicks. Let's get it popping. She's like, oh, perfect. I could be a slut now because he's not judgmental. He's cool with me being a slut. So I'll suck his dick tonight. You see what I'm saying? And that's the difference between probably you and your friends. You represent the guy that's like the judgmental, serious dude. Your friends are a little probably more fun and laid back, who just want to have a good time. You see what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
So you gotta be careful about how you come at the shit, because how you come at the shit is gonna be how the girls sort of like interact with you a lot of times in those situations. You see what I'm saying?
Right, like it all ties back to like what you said before about like the girl will like follow your lead.
Right, exactly, right. You see what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when guys don't get it, is they don't get shit popping, is because they're so all in their head and they're so serious about the interaction. They're not really just having fun in the moment, just chilling, vibing with the environment, and if because they're not like just becoming one with the situation, it's hard for them to get shit going, because they're worried about everything, and they're like, oh my god, what do I say to that girl? When should I approach her? What should I do? All this other stuff. Like Female Pimp in the chat room said, you're out looking for a wife and shit. That's what's fucking up your shit. You know what I'm saying? So
So like real quick then. So like real short. So like any videos or like any like meditation practices to like get out of your head? Because you're like totally right. You're like Dr. Phil, like the Black Dr. Phil or whatever. How you freaking like analyze the whole situation, but but yeah, but like I have problems kind of get like being in my head. So like, so do you know how to like practice?
Well, I mean, meditation is definitely good. Like, I'm not sure exactly what specific videos because I know on YouTube you can find a whole bunch of shit that tells you or teaches you how to do all that stuff.
It don't work though.
What? Say that again.
Like I tried the whole the subliminal messages and the whole like affirmations. I don't know. Those don't work really.
Well, that's different than meditation though. You see what I'm saying? Because meditation is more so about being present in that moment and just like feeling what's going on. So this is why like when people meditate, sometimes they'll close their eyes, they'll sit there and they just take shit in, or you can meditate really with your eyes open, just focusing on things. All meditation is about bringing you to that center of what's happening in the moment. So I would say this though is that what's going to help you a lot really is it's more so like when you're talking to these girls or you're having conversations, you're out interacting with these women. What's going to help you a lot is when you drop trying to basically like when you drop the goal, meaning let's say if me and you went out, right, and I said, listen, we just gonna go out and talk to chicks. We don't worry about getting any numbers, don't worry about fucking getting laid tonight, don't worry about shit. You feel what I'm saying? So all we're doing is just talking, just having a good time. Don't worry about if they reject you, if they don't talk, it don't matter. All we doing is just talking. We just chilling. So now when you eliminate all that pressure off of you, right? You're not really in your head because you only got one job, is just talk. Have a conversation. Just chill, talk, have fun, just, whatever. Now, what's going to happen is a lot of times is you end up getting all the other stuff because you let go of the pressure you put on yourself. So now when you start talking to her and all you're doing is talking and you're having that conversation and you and her is going back and forth having fun, guess what? She starts to be attracted to you. Then she starts to want to get up all up on you. Now, that only happened because you were out of your head trying to fucking make everything perfect and meticulous and, oh my God, I got to make this next move because I got to start kissing her and I want to get her number. I want to take her home. All of that's out the window. All you're doing is talking. So now, when you're sitting there talking to her, right, she's starting to, feel the interaction, y'all having a good time, and then that within itself usually gets you to the point of where you're trying to be. The reason why you can't get to the point where you're trying to be is because while you're talking to her, you have all this shit in your head, and you're thinking, damn, oh my God, is she gonna reject me? Oh my God, when can I close the deal? When can I kiss her? All that shit's going on in your head, and that right there takes you out the moment, and that right there doesn't give her that space to connect with you because you're not really there. You're somewhere else in your head. So this is what I'm saying, where if you go out the next time, try to go out and just talk. Don't even worry about getting numbers. Don't worry about, think of that as like a bonus. Like, okay, yeah, if I get a number, that's cool. If I take home, that's cool, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to talk to a whole bunch of chicks tonight and just have fun and like you said, like you was talking about earlier, tease them, do all that other shit, like make fun of her, like, oh man, you look like you kind of crazy or whatever. Like you look like you fucking kidnap babies and do whatever. You understand? Like just having fun with the girl. And so once and then what's gonna happen is you're gonna notice the girls that are, like really gravitating to you because you're becoming that fun guy. You understand? Because chicks see, the thing with women, that song, you ever heard that song called Girls Just Want to Have Fun? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the realest song ever. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's so true. Like, chicks want to have fun, and the reason why most dudes can't get girls on a consistent basis is because they don't know how to fucking have fun. You feel what I'm saying? And so what happens is you have one dude who knows how to have fun. He's interacting with the girls and everything's going well. Then you got the other guy who he's so concerned about getting laid. He's like, damn, well, did I do the correct opener? Did I escalate correctly? Did I do this right? Did I do that right? When do I make the next move? Oh my God, she turned around. What does that mean? Like you're all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And you're not really just chilling and doing what you do. You see what I mean? And so you gotta relax, have fun, and just be in that moment. And then that's when you're gonna have more shit like gravitating to you. That's when you become that fun dude that girl. Because remember, a guy who's fun is not gonna judge her. And the guy who's not going to judge her is the guy she feels comfortable being a slut around. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. You feel what I mean? So, So that's how you got to do it.
Appreciate that knowledge, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. All right, bro. I appreciate the call, man.
All right, thanks.
All right, peace. Later. Yeah, man. You guys got to have fun out this motherfucker, man. You got to have fun out this bitch. So what's going on, people? What is popping? Man. Oh, let me get this call real quick. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hello?
Yo, what's popping? Who's this?
Yeah, it's Nez from London.
Nez, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you been?
Chilling. What's the deal?
Yeah, nothing much, man. Yeah, I just, when I called in last week when Miles was there,
Mm-hmm.
and I told Miles that I was going to go out on Sunday with a guy from Chicago, because, approaching in London and stuff, because this guy, he contacted me from this WhatsApp group that I discovered on Reddit.
Right.
And, the guy who created it is from London as well, and he named it like Global Alpha Males or whatnot. And from people are joining from the RSD inner circle and all that. So anyway, I met up with this guy. He contacted me. He was like, "Yeah, I'll be in London later this week," because I wrote something in the group, and I was like, "Yo, does anyone want to go out approaching with me this weekend?" And he contacted me. I was like, "Okay, let's meet up." So I met up on Sunday. Met up in Oxford Circus. Started walking to like Trafalgar Square, and on the way, approaching, and this guy's a American guy from Chicago, so like a Jewish American guy, and he said that he's only 19, and he said he's been doing this stuff since January, and like he was really good. He was hitting out left, right, and centre and chasing girls down London high streets, getting their numbers and vibing with them really good, and his kind of state kind of elevated me as well and lifted me up, because obviously when you're with somebody it's a lot easier, you can bounce off of them versus when you're doing it on your own. And when I'm doing it on my own, I just get like nervous. So well, not nervous, but it's not as good, it's not as easy.
Right.
But anyway, we had a little incident in Trafalgar Square. So he was approaching girls in Trafalgar Square, and I was approaching them. I got like a couple of numbers, and he was getting numbers like left, right, and centre, because they all love his vibe. All the English girls love his American accent and everything. And then I said to him, "Let's go to Covent Garden," and he's like, "Where's that?" And obviously he'd never been to London before, so he assumed that Covent Garden was like a proper garden, when in fact it's like a big area with like markets and shops and bars and restaurants and everything. And so I'm like, "Yeah, let's go there this way." And as we were getting out of Trafalgar Square, walking up a side street, he spotted these two chicks with these three guys like talking to each other in a group. And these he went up to one chick. He was like, "Yo, do you know where Covent Garden?" He said, "Do you know if there's supposed to be like a garden or a park around here somewhere?" And she was like, "Yeah, well, Covent Garden is just up the road. I don't know if you mean like Hyde Park or Green Park." And then one of the guys said, "St. James's Park is just down the road. I live in London, blah, blah, blah." And this guy actually happened to be, have you heard of Street Attraction in London, the company?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, so it's this like pickup artist company. It's run by Eddie Hitchens and Richard Hood. There's like a couple of other coaches. If you type in Street Attraction in YouTube, you'll see their videos. Anyway, this guy was Richard from Street Attraction, who was talking to these girls who had approached them, and he was doing a boot camp with two of his students.
Right.
And so, he had approached them first, and then the guy I was with approached them as well, asking for directions. Then afterwards, he sort of transitioned into flirting with a girl who he was talking to. He's like, "Yeah, you're cute, where you from, blah, blah, blah." And she actually stopped talking to Richard from Street Attraction and started talking to the guy I was with, and started flirting with him and vibing with him, and ignoring Richard. And when Richard saw that, he got kind of angry. He kind of pushed him out of the way with his arm.
Really?
And then like the guy I was with, like he tried to laugh it off and tap him on the shoulder. And oh my god, as soon as he did that, he just grabbed him by both arms and like shoved him over, and he started saying, "Yo, don't ever fucking touch me like that again. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out, you son of a bitch."
Who was saying this? Was this the Chicago dude or the other dude?
No, the other dude, Richard from Street Attraction, saying to the and like grabbing him by the neck, the scruff of the neck, and threatening to kill him and all this. And like, oh my god, as soon as he started saying that, the two chicks that he had approached with his boot camp, they ran off. They literally hurried away.
Right.
Straight, like was broken to a run. And this went on for like another minute. He was proper like hyperventilating and trying to calm himself down, like breathing heavy, saying, you annoying bastard and all this, and like swearing at him and threatening him and effing and blinding. And you know, his boot camp students kind of sensed that I was about to jump in and you know, maybe do something. That's why they kind of formed like a barrier, like to kind of stop me. But oh my god, I was so stunned, because this is a guy whose videos I've been watching quite a lot, actually, for like a good year, and it's somebody who I looked up to, and I didn't recognize him at first. I was gonna say hello to him, but you know, after he started acting like that, I was shocked. I couldn't, like, after that, it took me like a good 3 hours for my mood to get back up, like actually approaching again. But the guy I was with, he didn't lose his frame. He was approaching left, right, and center. But I mean, if something as minor as that elicits like such a strong response, then A, I mean, you can't be as great as you claim to be, or B, you must have something wrong with you internally. Like if you need validation, and you know, it's threatened to somebody threatens to strip it away from you, and you actually resort to physical violence, then yeah, I mean, it's like you were saying, like if you're at a party, then some guy comes up to you two and talks to the girl you're talking to, then you should be like including him in the conversation.
Yeah, exactly, right. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. He would have been like, you know, like if he was smooth about the shit, he would have talked to your boy, and then all of them would have just been talking to each other. It ain't no big deal. Like I don't understand, like dudes be, because you know what it is. It's like when you're not comfortable. You know, and I never really seen this dude's videos or whatever, and you know, but it's like when you're not comfortable with like yourself, you understand? And I'm not saying this is how he is. I'm just saying like in general. A lot of times when you're not comfortable with yourself and your abilities and what you feel like you know what you feel like you should be doing, or you feel like I should know this or I should know that, or you know, you got a big ego, like I'm the best and this and this and that. And then, since you're not comfortable with that, when something happens in those situations, you get upset, because it's like it's sort of like testing or is hitting at your insecurity. You see what I'm saying? Because he probably felt like, damn, well, if this guy comes in and talks to the girl I'm trying to talk to, or trying to talk to the girl that I'm trying to get my students to talk to, I'm gonna look bad. You feel what I'm saying? And you see what I mean? So that's pissing him off. You see what I mean? But see, this is why the game is so important, because you need to be prepared for all situations, because that's just how life is. You go out and you talk to girls. There's gonna be so many interruptions, so many things going on at the same time. And if he could have used that as a teachable moment. You feel what I'm saying? He could have just told his students, like, hey, did you notice that guy came in? He started talking to the girl, and you notice how her attention went to him. Like, he could have just been like, yo, let's learn from that. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Exactly. That's all you got to do. You're like, you know, check that out. See look at what just happened. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And so that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I'm still kind of surprised and a little bit in shock, even though it's been like a week. This guy who I was with after he went back to his hotel, he was telling people in a WhatsApp group about what happened in the RSD Facebook groups, and you know, people were commenting on that stuff. So you know, if that like by doing that, he kind of damaged the reputation of his company or whatever. Like, they've been working hard to build that up. You know.
Right, it's crazy, man. So you know, dudes gotta, and this again, dudes gotta be in check with their emotions in this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got, and that's the thing. You got a lot of cats out here who are real emotional, you know, and unfortunately, you got dudes out here who's trying to teach other dudes, and they're also emotional. It's so crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. You gotta get that in check. That shit gotta be in check, man. You know?
Yeah, exactly. No, but yeah, I want to ask, like how, like I can do it. I can approach quite easy when it's like, because another guy joined us like a couple of hours later, and we were approaching in a group of 3, and we were approaching like groups of 4 or 5 girls. Well, yeah, I'm kind of still a bit afraid to do it myself, like especially when it comes to groups and all that. So, because there's nobody to kind of bounce off of or rely on in a bit. So, you know, I'm just like, you know, damn, what do I say if I get stuck or something like that?
But like so you're saying if you're talking to a group of girls by yourself, you're saying like you feel like you're gonna get stuck and everything.
Yeah, or like doing it by myself in general is kind of scary and daunting, without somebody there, without a friend there or something.
Right. Well, the thing is, you're gonna have to practice doing that, man, because you don't want to have to rely on that crutch of somebody else being there with you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be times where you're by yourself and you see some girls that you want to talk to, and you're not gonna want to just be like, damn, well, I can't do it because ain't nobody here. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get that your courage up in those situations. You know what I mean? And just keep practicing that because you want to be prepared again, like you want to be prepared for all situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You got to be prepared for all situations.
Yeah, so even today, like when I just met up with a friend, like went for a drink, and I went to Waterloo Station and to drop him off, and there were so many like nice girls that were walking around there, and I felt like I want to approach them, but I'm not dressed well enough. Like I didn't shave, like I look a bit scruffy, and I should just like get in the mood where I do it no matter what automatically.
Because look, you ain't got nothing to lose, man. Because of course you're gonna feel better if if you dress better, if you shaved, whatever. Of course that's you're gonna feel better. But you wanna be the type of, you wanna get to the point where you just do it regardless. Because the thing is, you never know. The thing is this: you may say, "Damn, I'm looking all scruffy, and I'm just wearing some regular shit." But the thing is, when you go up to the girl, she may be thinking something totally different. She might like the fact that you're looking scruffy. You don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that could be something she's into. So you never know. So you might as well just do it. You ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? If she say no, you just right back where you started. It don't make a difference. You see what I mean? So that's the way you gotta look at that shit. You know what I'm saying?
When I first started doing that, I was wearing like a suit, but without the tie, like shirt, trousers, blazers, jacket, everything. But that's unnecessary. That's going overboard, I think.
Right. Nah, don't worry about all that shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you actually at least are going out and talking to chicks. So even if you're doing it with other, with other people, as long as you're doing it, you know what I'm saying? So that's the good thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely try to practice on your own too. You know what I'm saying? Because when you practice on your own, you're gonna be even stronger with what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right, man.
Yeah,
all
man.
Right, thanks. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Yeah, I'll see you today. Yeah,
I'm out at you. Peace.
We'll take it, man. See you. Bye.
All right. Mike 23, what you talking about? Where the trolls at? We don't want no trolls in here. No trolling. You know what I'm saying? Dudes be looking for the bullshit. I be like, goddamn. Like, why dudes be wanting the bullshit? Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yo, Mr. Locario, what's going on? It's Ed from VA.
What up? What's poppin'?
Nothing, man. Chilling. Yo, I want to thank you for all the advice that you give out, man. I know it's just nuggets and stuff, and we get more from the Bad Boy membership, but it still all helps, bro.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So what's going on with you, man?
So I actually got on the Tinder joint, actually tried it out, and I started matching with some chicks, bro. So I just went out with one chick last night, and it was all based off of what you was telling me, because she tried to bullshit at first, and she was trying to get me to like message back and forth.
Right.
And I was just like, yo, we should get together and get a drink. And so she was like, well, I mean, ain't you gonna like, wait, I want to stay on here and talk more. Aren't you gonna tell me more about yourself?
Right.
I was just like, you know what? I don't do the whole messaging on the app thing. But yo, here's my number. Hit me up if you want to do something. And then she was like, oh wait, here's my number. Just text me. We can set something up.
Right.
So I hit her up. Actually, it started last week. I hit her up. She was like, let's get together Saturday. And she was like, you know what? I got something to do on Saturday. I was like, all right. Well, I said I'll give it another week. Hit her back up. So I hit her up Monday. She was cool with meeting up Thursday night, so we met up last night.
Mm.
Everything was cool. At the same time, I kind of felt like, I know you always say, like, let your intentions be known.
Mm.
So I still kind of felt like everything was too, like, plutonic on it, you know.
Right.
Because I ain't really try to, kiss her or anything. I wasn't really trying to do too much. Because honestly, to be real with you, I'm still kind of new at this. I'm still kind of getting my feet wet. So I'm looking more towards trying to get more experience and still try to make things happen, but try to build up my experience, because I haven't been on too many dates. I haven't, had too many chicks cooperate.
Right. Well, I mean, that's good though that you got, her offline to meet you. You know what I'm saying? So so that you can see like, okay, look, this is how you get it done. You know what I mean? You try to get that shit popping as soon as possible, get that shit going. So that was good. And when you were on a date, what was happening? So y'all were just talking, just like on some regular shit?
Yeah, we were just talking on some like regular shit about different little things, and I had threw some like jabs in there real quick. You look sexy. You got some nice, sexy little skin, little things like that.
Right. And how was she responding to that?
Not overdoing it and being like, yo, you're so beautiful. I like your eyes. I like your hair. I like all that stuff.
Right. And how was she responding to that?
She was cool, but it's not like, I want to say it wasn't no response. It was just like, oh, okay, and then continue to talk. Right.
Well, I mean, that's good though. You getting your feet wet, you going in, and so what I would suggest to you is, keep doing what you're doing with the online stuff, like the Tinder stuff. Use that same thing of like really like basically getting them offline to like meet up with you, and when you meet up with them, try to do more flirting on the date. You feel what I'm saying? So that you can see how far you could take it. You see what I'm saying? And see how interested she is in you also. You see what I mean? Because that's like the main thing that's going to tell you like whether or not she's really trying to get down or however it's going to be. You understand what I'm saying? So definitely like practice more on that of building that sexual tension and flirting more on the date. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely make that happen, bro.
Yeah, but that's it, man. I just wanted to, drop that on you just so everybody out there can know, like, you're not bullshitting. Like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I always love to hear it, man. That's always love to hear it. I'm to tell you guys, you just got to get out there and make those moves. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get out there more. Oh, one more thing, one last thing. So when I give out my card, like, I didn't know what to put on my card, so I just put my name, my email, and my phone number. But lately, every time I give out my card, like, I always get the response back, what do you do?
What type of, they ask you, what do you do?
Yeah.
Right, so what do you do?
It's not like I'm trying to give out my card, like, honestly, for, like, business purposes, but I just tell them to holler at me. But as you explained to the last call, I don't ever remember to be like specific. Here's my card. Call me at 2 tomorrow or something like that. It's just here's my card. Give me a call. We'll get together, get a drink.
Right. Well, yeah, that's all you really got to do. You know what I'm saying? And if they ask you what you do, be like, listen, give me a call and we'll talk about it. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's it.
Yeah, like when I tried it at a bar that I was at, some girls were trying to get on me about it. They was like, oh, what do you do? I said, call the number and find out. Oh, you full of shit, man. Don't be trying to do no slick shit like that. I'm just like, whatever, man. Y'all can think whatever y'all want to think.
Right, exactly. That's all you got to do. Just let them know what it is and keep that shit pushing. You understand? Like, cause chicks is always going to try to pull you in for some bullshit, for some more attention. So it's like, listen, here's my card. Holla at me if you want to learn some more shit. You want to know some more stuff. Holla at your boy. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? Hit me up tomorrow at 2:00. We'll talk. That's all. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just be real play about that shit. Don't let these chicks try to, be on some shit, throw you off, talk all that goofy shit. Nah, you guys gotta let them know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
All right, bro.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna hop off the line. I appreciate you, bro.
That's what's up, man. I'll holler at you.
All right.
All right, peace. All right. Man. All right, so what is going on? I think somebody was trying to ask me like a question in here for the longest, and I kept missing it. Where is it? Let me see if I can. That's why I gotta call up, man. Yo.
Hey, what's up, Locario? Can you hear me? I'm on Bluetooth.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Much. I missed the vast majority of your show, so I definitely got to get over, with it. But one thing I got to tell you, just like the last caller, just like he said, the nuggets that you're giving out. There was one podcast that you gave with Miles, and you were going in a little too deep, and Miles backed up like, "Yo, man," he was like, "Yo, you got to kill." He said, "You got to start charging for that." You started laughing.
Right.
And I gotta tell you the same thing, because one of the last videos that you dropped, signs are with women in disrespect or in respect. It was just so on point with everything that you said. I'm like, yo, you know what? You need to start charging even just for that kind of stuff, because the stuff that you were saying, you pretty much gave it to them guys out here who want to relate to.
Right.
You gave the brick and mortar. It just time for them to go ahead and start building the road and the sidewalk themselves. And you couldn't get any better than what you did as far as I'm concerned, just based on my experience.
Right.
So that was really good right there. I definitely had to call and let you know that.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man.
Go ahead. Hey, no problem, dude. I popped on the tail end of Nez Mustafa's call, and I gotta say about him, this dude, he made a lot of. I don't know everybody individually, but Nez popped up, for obvious reasons, with him being from London and everything else, but. Just the progress that he has made, and he's just so honest about it. It's just really, really good.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I say I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? Because he goes in.
Yo, and he's really honest about. There's no fronting. There's no, this, that, and third. He tells about how he's feeling, regarding different things. He's just real honest, and just on some of your past videos I was skimming over. He's definitely made progress. But I got really had two experiences with Tinder that I had. And one, both of them are positive. Depending on one of them everything went down. The other one was pretty much not. So with the Tinder chick and the things that get tied in, when you say just go ahead and get to the point. I met this one girl, this Spanish girl on there, and it was just pretty much, hey, what's up? You want to get together? She came over. I told her to bring a soda. She brought one, and we talked for like 2 or 3 minutes. And, then after that, we slept together.
Right.
It was just we both knew what each other wanted. I didn't even know the girl's last name. She didn't know mine.
Right.
The other one was I met this one girl. She was a dancer, or is a dancer. So she dances and she teaches. She watched this program for the kids and everything else. So we went out. We actually did go out. We went out for a couple of drinks and everything else. So I did the kissing thing. That's why I brought this up, because it's the last call. So I went for the kiss, which which I always do. And she stopped me and gave me the cheek, and she's like, I don't kiss on the first date, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? Well, it's nice meeting you. You take it easy.
Right.
Because that's not what I want.
Right.
So, you dropped that video about, it was that, you dropped a video about, dating, or even now, the title of this one, Dating is Selfish, how you got to put yourself first.
Yeah, real shit. Cause she bullshitting, talking about, I don't kiss on her, that's bullshit. she's bullshitting.
Exactly. Yeah, yo, I know damn well for I don't know somebody, us, I don't know, there's some celebrity, but it came up, they should have been
Exactly. Because this is the thing. People will try to act like they got all these rules and shit and all this other dumb shit, and their rules are only based off of the situation or the circumstance. So she might be like, she might say to herself even, or lie to herself and say, I don't kiss guys on the first date, and then she'll end up kissing some dude on the first date, and all she gonna say to him is, oh, I usually don't kiss guys on the first date. That's what she gonna say. You know what I'm saying? But she's doing the shit she say she don't do. But she's making an exception for that guy because for whatever reason she wants to do it at that moment. So it's like all that bullshit. Get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it was just she helped me make my decision. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not down with that.
Right. I remember it was funny. I remember one time I was with this chick, right, and she said that shit. She was like, I tried to kiss her, whatever. She's like, oh, I don't kiss on the first date. And I was like, well, I don't go on second dates with girls. I don't kiss on the first date. You know what I'm saying? And then she started kissing me. And shit.
So what you say to that?
No, then she started kissing me right after that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo.
I'm going to have to take that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So these motherfuckers be on that bullshit, man.
You said they be on that bullshit? Yo, man. And they do. And, I just threw out them incidents because they're both from the same platform.
Right.
Technically, we're not, it's, online or out in the street or, I don't know, you at work or whatever. It's all the same platform anyhow. But these were two Tinder experiences with two different outcomes. And, both of them were positive because the one I got what I wanted, we fuck with each other.
Right.
And the other one I didn't waste my time with it, kind of, well, maybe next time.
Right.
So, I just gotta, I just want to call and tell you, I'm definitely with Miles on this, because I talked to you this one time. You said, people pay for experience. You definitely giving out a lot of experience.
Yeah, man. I try to give out as much as I can, but that's why I tell dudes get on that Bad Boy membership, because I'm like, if you like the free stuff, the Bad Boy membership shit is gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be like, oh shit, I didn't know this shit. Like this, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm telling guys to get on that, man. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my dude. You feel me?
Hey, no, man, no problem.
I'm out of you, man.
Take care.
Peace. Yeah, you guys gotta get on that Bad Boy membership. You gotta get on that Bad Boy membership, bro. Y'all think this shit is a game? What? Bad Boy membership got all that shit, heavy, detailed shit. Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. So it's popping in the chat. I'll be wondering why about female pimp. Female pimp is like the only chick that be all up in here. She that chick that all she got is male friends. She be always hanging out with the guys and shit. I'm like, God damn. Man. Derek Farrell, you said this is your second live listen. You just thought black guys never had any problem with females. They always have mad game in your circle of friends. Nah, man. Well, the thing is this, it's not that black dudes don't have issues with chicks. It's just that certain black dudes, get shit popping a little bit more easier depending on the chick they dealing with. Jermaine George, you said, is it possible to end up with a wife after all this game? Yeah, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Of course you get a wife. Chili, you said, can you go and give more details about field talk? Okay, cool. Real quick. So basically in this book, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day, right? There's a thing I talk about called field talk. So it's basically just something that I coined where field talk is just any type of conversations you're having with women that bring out emotions. That brings out an emotional response. You understand what I'm saying? So it can be positive shit, it can be negative shit, whatever it is, but it's doing and saying things to where she's feeling something. So a lot of times what guys do is that they talk very platonic with chicks, meaning they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? How's your day? How's the weather? Oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, you're a teacher. That's nice. How long have you been teaching? Oh, just regular shit. It's not really getting into that situation where the girl is feeling any emotion or sexual emotion from those conversations. You see what I'm saying? So when you're talking to a girl and you're sort of flirting with her, either you're like having fun with her by teasing her or saying something like kind of funny to spice up the interaction. You understand? Or you're saying things that get her to think about how she feels. You understand? You can even say the word feel sometimes. So you'd be like, so, let's say you say, what do you do for a living? And she's like, oh, I'm a nurse. Like, that's my dream job. I always wanted to be a nurse. Really? So how does it feel to actually, like, like do what you love? A lot of people don't get to do that. How does that make you feel? You understand? And then so you telling her to talk about something that's making her feel good. You understand? And what happens is that when you get a girl feeling certain things, she attaches those feelings she has to you. You understand? Meaning that if she's feeling good around you, or she's feeling a certain energy around you, she equates that to you. So if she's like, damn, I feel good when this guy is talking to me, right? Then she translates that to, I like this guy. Since I'm feeling good around him, that equals I like this guy. This is why we try to tell dudes that it's not just about looks, because if you make a woman feel a certain way, or you inspire that feeling within her, I should say, then she's going to start to like you. You feel what I'm saying? Shaddy Reddy said, have I ever dated a BBW? Hell yeah. I've dated all types of chicks. Tall chicks, short chicks, skinny chicks, fat chicks, all that shit. He said, have I ever dated a feminist? Is that what somebody said? I think I've dated a few feminists at some point, but, that didn't work out. Mike 23 said, I only like BBWs. Nah, I like all types of chicks. My favorite is the thick ones, though. Ned said, what's a BBW? That stands for big, beautiful woman. That means a fat chick who's cute. You said, have I dated a Gabby Simone? Nah. Hell nah. But yeah, I like them thick. I like them, Amber Rose, Bria Miles type. You feel what I'm saying? Thick joints with fat asses. That's what I fucking like. So I like a McDouble away from obese. Exactly. Like, I'm not too into really slim girls. Like, when a chick is really slim and she ain't got no titties, no ass, no nothing, I'm like, I don't like to work with that. Like, I'd still smash if I was bored and she was there, but I prefer a chick with some fucking thickness to her. I need that thickness. Like I would say, like a chick who's just like really slim with no body. That's like my least favorite type. Like, dudes be looking at chicks in bikinis where they be having that long ass stomach. You feel what I'm saying? That long ass stomach and that long ass back. And those long ass legs with no real ass and like A-cup titties and shit. I'm like, I don't know. I need a chick that she got like the hips is crazy, the ass is like any of those chicks you see Drake with. That's who I would fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the same taste as Drake. You understand? That's the type of chicks I like. Man. And that's why again, looks are subjective as fuck, because motherfuckers be like, yo, dude, this chick's hot. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Not hot to me. Like, what's her name? Zoe Saldana is the perfect example. Like, she's real slim. Like, she's a cute chick, but she's not my first choice. Like, she's like number like 4 or 5 on the list. Like, she's like if she was on the team, she'd be like the last or second to last chick I would call. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the first chicks I would call is like the Amber Roses, the Bria Miles, the Kim Kardashians, the Beyoncés. Those are the first chicks I would call. And then like the Jennifer Lopez's and shit. The Zoe Saldanas of the world. And like Ciara. Like, Ciara would be sort of like last on the list for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like that, like chicks like that, I'm like, you're okay. But find me a thick joint, oh, it's over. The thick joints be the shit. Like when Rihanna be looking all thick and shit, oh my goodness. I like thick Rihanna. Man. He says Ciara's not desirable. But yeah, man. I like them thick as fuck. It's like, I like thick chicks so much that I take a thick chick with a okay face than a chick with a beautiful face and no body. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. So I definitely, like, if a chick is thick, but she aight in the face, I'll take her over the fucking beautiful face chick with no body. Like, that thickness, woo, that needs to, that's the shit right there. That always needs to happen. You said me and Rihanna got the same thickness in the forehead? Hilarious. But yeah, man, I need them thick. Crazy. But yeah, Amber Rose type thick, that's a winner right there. That's a winner right there. You said Asian chicks? Oh man, yo. A thick Asian joint? Woo! Oh my God. Man. That shit is fucking redonk. That is redonk. Man. Female pimp say y'all like anything. Female pimp is hating now. That's how you know female pimp is a real chick, because she hating. You feel what I'm saying? Man. Alright, who this? Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's good?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
Casey from Cali, man.
Alright, what's going on with you, man?
I got a quick question. Who, just a personal question to yourself, who did you learn the most from?
As far as what, game?
Or was it like, yeah, period, like a friend of Booger, like, what got you, like, what was the most influence?
I mean, well, I learned shit. I learned a lot of game from,
was you a natural?
like when I first started, well, the thing is, I don't think I was, like, I feel like I was a natural in a sense where I was getting girls before people were telling me shit, or I read stuff or learned stuff, but I wasn't getting as many. You understand? Like, it was super random and like inconsistent. So meaning Yeah,
Okay,
I get a girl
okay.
here, and then wouldn't get no girls for a while, or I would get rejected a lot, didn't understand what I was doing wrong or whatever, crazy shit like that. So then, when I started learning the game, shit was I was like, oh, okay. So I started reading everything. So, I remember the first thing I read was I think it was The Art of Mackin by Tariq Nasheed.
Yeah, I read that.
So
Yeah,
that was
definitely.
like the first joint. Then I read Double Your Dating by David D'Angelo.
Okay.
I also read The Mystery Method. I was reading that shit. Who else was I checking out? And then later on, I got onto like listening to cats like Ron Wills, Alan Roger Curry. So that was later on, when I started to like delve deeper into the shit. But a lot of people like I learned from like so many different people. You know what I'm saying? So, but what you
Would
notice
chalk it
is
up mostly to experience?
say that again.
Would you chalk it up mostly to experience?
I would say it's both because, like I said before,
Okay.
it was like certain things through experience I learned, but
Yeah.
I learned more by reading information, watching videos, and then also applying shit. You see what I'm saying? And so,
Applying is the hard part. I would
right.
say, yeah.
So that and that's when you learn the most when you apply it, because when you apply
Okay.
it, you start to see the things play out in the real like the world, situations. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
Can I ask you one more thing real quick?
yeah, go ahead.
You teach a lot of people through the years, right?
Right.
So what's normally like the biggest problem from all your students? Like, what's the number one thing you always got to deal with?
I would say mainly the main thing that's the problem
Yeah.
usually is just the mindset, man. That's the main
okay.
shit. If
Everybody say all the teachers say that's the main thing. That's crazy.
yeah, that's what it's true. It's true because
You think it's true?
listen. Let me tell you something. Everything starts here in your mind. All that shit starts
Okay.
in your mind. So the thing is, the reason why most cats can't get shit popping is because they look at stupid shit, or they think of shit like, oh well, it's just about your looks, or it's just about having money. And so when they don't understand that it's really about your mindset, because the mindset is the thing that your thoughts become your actions. So if you have
Right.
two dudes, one thinks that, oh, I can't get girls, I don't, no girls like me. You understand what I'm saying? All this other shit. That's gonna play out in their interactions. It's so fucking crazy, even to the point where there was a dude, I was talking about him before. Dude had a video, and he was one of these dudes that be on YouTube complaining about chicks. He was saying that he had a girl tell him that he was handsome, and he didn't believe her, and he was mad at her for telling him he's handsome, because in his mind,
Damn, that's bad.
you see what I'm saying? In his mind, he can't even believe that shit. He's like, oh, that's crazy. So his mindset is all over the place. And then you
I
have
think
dudes,
you're cute and ugly to somebody. I mean, that's
right?
just how it is.
But but that's the thing with a lot of guys. If they had the right mindset, they're gonna have more success. Because look at somebody like Kanye West, perfect example.
Right.
Kanye West, when he was coming up, people was telling him, listen, don't rap, you suck, don't do it,
Right.
just make beats, all this other shit. But his mindset was like, yo, I'm gonna be the biggest artist out. I'm gonna be that dude. So his mindset got him to where he's at. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Even more than his talent. It's really his mindset. His mindset is the thing that pushed him to say, you know what, fuck all y'all, I'm gonna do what I feel like I wanna do. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
Right,
Yeah,
that's all it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
And the same thing applies to the game when you're dealing with chicks. If you yourself feel like you can get girls and go out here and get this type of girl and get that type of girl and interact with these girls, you're going to make shit happen even in the face of diversity. Adversity. I said diversity. Adversity. So like if you try to get certain chicks and they rejecting you, all of that, if your mindset is to the point where you're like, yo, I'm the shit, I'm going to get some of these girls, I'm going to make shit happen, you're going to do it. Because let's say if you keep getting rejected, what you're going to say to yourself is, what else can I do to make shit better? Then you'd be like, oh, let me study up on some more shit. Let me learn more stuff. And then you learn more stuff and you get better and then you get more girls. You see what I'm saying? But the guy whose mindset is about negativity and, oh, nobody likes me and it's all about looks, he's going to get
That's
rejected.
what's gonna happen.
He's going to say it's all about looks and give up. You see what I mean? So that's all it is. You know
Well,
what I'm
I
saying?
think for me myself, when I'm in the zone, it's all good and resisting part of the game. But the only thing, bro, that throws me off, I don't know if you go through this, is like when you all at a chick and she completely act like you invisible and you're not there. That's like I'd be not wanting to talk to nobody that the rest of the day or whatever.
Right.
So,
But see, and again, see, and that's the mindset, because it's not the girl's fault you're not talking to nobody. It's your response to what she did that made you feel a certain way, which is why you're not talking to
Right.
nobody. You see what I mean? So it's all on you. Because another guy would try to talk to that girl, she'll ignore him, and he'll be like, all right, whatever, and then go and talk to another girl like 2 minutes later. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, and that's good discipline. Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
You see what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's all it is, man.
I think the thing is, like, a lot of stuff you won't understand, and myself reading from your book, I didn't even understand a lot of it until I actually went out. You feel me? Like, you got to do both.
Right,
I think a
right.
lot of people don't understand that part. It's not even going to make sense till you start hollering.
Right,
Anyway.
right. And also,
You know what I'm
too,
saying? So I think,
another thing guys got to understand is that your conditioning and how you've been taught to, brought up to think, and the shit you believe is usually going to fight new information. So a lot of times, like, let's say you're a guy who thinks it's all about looks, right? And then you learn, and this is why a lot of dudes be like, oh, game is bullshit and confidence is bullshit, whatever, because that goes against their belief system. They believe it's all about looks and money. So if you're telling them, listen, it ain't all about looks and money, you can step your game up. You can learn how to, communicate with these girls. You can learn, you can build your confidence, whatever. They're like, oh, that's bullshit because it's all about looks and money. You see what I mean? So they're already fighting the knowledge. You see what I mean? And this is why they don't get any help, because they're always constantly like, oh, this is bullshit, whatever. Like, I have this dude on my channel, this dude named Costas. Shout out to Costas. Costas, this dude without fail will, like, find some way to disagree with what I'm saying about the game. It's always, but Mr. Locario, you don't understand. It's all about looks, because, and he's the type of guy who probably, I'd bet money on this, isn't really getting shit popping with women, because if that's his mindset, he's not gonna get anywhere. You see what I'm saying? So
do you think with consistency and just like with, let's say, no gaming and just going hard, you think a dude gonna come up on something?
Oh yeah, he'll always come up on something. But see, that's the thing. If you just go hard, you'll come up on something. But the thing is this though, with that, is that you're gonna come up on something, but the something you come up on might not necessarily be the thing you want. You see what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
You see what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, the point of understanding the game and learning the game is so that you yourself will be so well versed in it that you're able to get the things you want in it out of the game. So for example, if you have a guy who doesn't really know too much, but he's at least going out, that's better than a guy not going out. But the guy who's going to get the most success overall is the guy who goes out and also knows exactly what he's doing. So it's like if you go to a club or a bar or a party, whatever, if you see a girl or a few girls in there that you're really feeling, like, you're like, yo, that chick right there though, that girl right here, that's the one I really want. You want to be able to get to the point in a game where 8 or 9 times out of 10 you're able to get those girls when you go into a spot. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's where you want to get it at. And then the thing was, this is how I knew game was so important, because as I learned more, that's what started happening to me. Where I'd go into the spot. I even had that happen a while ago, where I was at this spot and it was like nothing happening. I was like, yo, this shit is mad lame. I'm about to bounce. As soon as I was about to bounce, this girl comes in. I was like, damn, like, shorty was thick, like fucking hot, all that shit. So she was coming in, and I already knew niggas was gonna be all up on her. So I got at her first. She didn't even walk through the door yet. She was like still at the door, fucking giving the person her ticket or whatever the fuck it was. Son, I got next to her. I said, yo, I was like, what's going on? How you doing? We started talking, and I shit you not, we talked for maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 15 minutes, if that much. And then she invited me back to her place. You feel what I'm saying?
Damn.
She didn't even get to go into the fuck. She just got there and we leaving. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
So, but see that all of that happened, and because of the years of learning how to really go back and forth with these chicks. Because what you gotta understand is this: the game gets you to the place. Because look at it like this: when you're talking to a girl, and all a girl is looking for really is a guy who knows what he's doing. You feel what I'm saying? So most girls, because think about it, if you let's say hypothetically, this is what I'm saying. Let's think about this from a woman's perspective.
Okay.
If your dating and sex life is 90-something% dependent on the men who approach you, right? Because women aren't out here approaching guys. Women aren't out here on the streets. So again, your dating and sex life is dependent on who approaches you. So now let's say a chick gets a whole bunch of dudes who don't know how to talk to women, who don't know what to say, who's nervous, who's not confident, right? And remember, for a woman to be attracted to you, just in general, right? Her attraction levels are going to be at a certain point based off of how you come at her. It's a number of things. See, for us, it's just we're like, oh, she looks good. For them, it's a combination of things. So you could look good to her. She'd be like, oh, he's cute. And then you don't know how to talk. You say some dumb shit, and that dries up her pussy. You feel what I'm saying? That makes her not attracted to you. It's almost like, let's say for example, you saw a really bad chick, and then you go up and approach her and you talk to her and you're having a conversation, and then she tells you, oh, by the way, I got 3 kids, and I just want to let you know that I just found out I got herpes. You understand? Like, now her you see what I mean? Like, she's not going to be as attractive as you thought, right? So that's what happens with women, where when guys think it's all about looks, the guy approaches her, she's like, oh, he's cute, and then he says some goofy shit. That's the equivalent of the girl saying, I got 3 kids and I got herpes. You see what I'm saying? So she don't want to fuck with you no more. So what I'm saying is that when a woman gets in front of a guy who knows how to do everything, knows how to talk to her, knows how to interact with her, and it don't even, this is the thing, it doesn't even have to be like, you don't even have to be that smooth. You don't even have to be that great at it. But you're good enough.
You ain't got to have a super mouthpiece.
Exactly. You just got to be good enough to not be a fucking cornball weirdo and fuck shit up. That's it.
Right.
That's it. You just got to be good enough to where you know how to have a conversation. You know how to keep it light and fun. You know how to flirt with her. You understand? You know how to build that sexual tension. And she's ready. She's like, finally, I finally found a guy. Like, because she's out trying to get her shit get her stuff going on too. So a lot of times, women will get with dudes and end up settling. Meaning a woman might want to get some dick that night, and she'll get with a guy who's not even that great, but he knows how to talk to her just on some regular shit. And she's like, all right, I'll fuck with him. So imagine you're so on point that you know how to talk to girls, you know how to flirt with them, you know how to create that situation where they're having a good time, and then they want to actually fuck with you, because that same girl that I said I talked to for 15 minutes. I didn't even say anything about going home with her. And honest to God, I wasn't even expecting to go home with her. I was expecting just to get her information, because I was like, damn, she just came in here. Maybe she's going to like whatever. So I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just like, let me just get her number and just bounce. And plus, I already like had sex twice the night before, so I was like, whatever. I wasn't even thirsty. But I wasn't even thinking too much about it, because I always say you want to try to smash the first night. But I wasn't even thinking about it like that. I was just like, if she bad, let me just see what's popping. So I was open to whatever. But she's the one that said to me, because I was like flirting with her, and I was going back and forth with her and shit. She the one that said to me, because there was like an awkward sort of like pause at a certain point, and she looked at me and smiled. And I said, what? And then she was like, so, do you want to get out of here and go back to my place? And I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. Let's make it happen. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like that. And it was.
I can see why the dudes don't be believing, because they don't come across that. But my thing is, I don't understand the looks argument, and not even that I'm siding with you. Like, bro, if you go to the mall, you're gonna see all kind of lopsided matches. And I don't even understand what they talking about when they say that shit. Like, that's weird.
Right.
The problem I got is
And the real problem for me is like, yo, it's so much thirstiness, and you know, thirstiness kills game for guys who really got game.
Right.
Then they got the tender shit, because I like cola potion.
Mm-hmm.
So do you still think it's possible to come up if you go hard enough? Because it's a lot of things in the way, and guys is killing us, you know what I'm saying? So
well, that's the thing. It's not. Well, it's not. It's not. It's not that this. See, the thirstiness from the other.
She's not gonna want to hear nothing from a dude with game if 3 thirsty dudes in the her.
Well, that's the thing. But you gotta understand something. Remember, women are gonna put dudes in different categories. So just because these dudes are being thirsty, what she's gonna do usually, she's gonna put them in the friend zone / I'm gonna use you for attention category, right? Remember, she still needs dick. So she can have 10 dudes DMing her, liking her pics, holler, you know, all that, whatever, right? If you approach her and you could be that potential dick she gets, she's gonna take it. She's gonna be happy that you see what I'm saying? But again, this is why you gotta be that dude who knows how to talk to women, because she'll be able to. This is what I'm saying. She's able to know. She's able to recognize that you get it. That's really what it is, because it's her recognizing a guy that gets it. You ever see a guy talk to a girl and you could tell that the girl's not into him and he's still trying to get at her, and you're looking at this dude like, you're like, damn, what is wrong with this? Like, why he keep like, you can tell, but he can't tell. He doesn't have the social intelligence to realize, oh, this chick's not really feeling me.
He don't want to leave.
Right. He don't want exactly. And so, because he doesn't have that social intelligence, right?
Right.
She's you know, she's looking at him like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He doesn't get it. You understand? But when she's talking to a guy who knows how to flirt, who she's showing that interest in him because, you know what I'm saying, he's doing what he needs to do, she's like, oh, cool, this guy gets it. You feel what I'm saying? And the fact that you get it, that's when she want to give it to you, because you get it. You feel what I'm saying? You know how to do that. You've created, is like this. Remember, think about how grateful a woman will be or is when she's dealing with a guy who gets it and who knows what to do, because that means she's getting dick that night. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Guys, this is the problem. This is the mistake guys make. Guys will think that women have it easier, you know, because this is the thing. Women have easier access to sex. Doesn't necessarily mean that, they have easier access to sex. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy to get sex. You understand? Because this is and that's two different things. So what it means is, if a woman wanted to, she could, like, you know, get a number of dudes to stick their dick in her. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for a woman, right? For a woman to get in that mood, in that mode to want to fuck the guy, she has to be attracted to him in some form of capacity. Some way, shape, or form, she got to be attracted to him. And when I say attracted, that doesn't mean just looks. That means everything combined where she's feeling some sort of attraction to him. So what happens is, if you're right, so if 10 guys are talking to her and 8 of those dudes don't know what they're doing, that means that she's not attracted to those 8, which means she can't fuck them because she can't get. It's almost like, can you fuck a girl if your dick is soft?
No.
Exactly. So she can't fuck you if her pussy ain't wet. If her metaphorical dick is not hard, she can't fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying? So that it's the same way. So a dude will be like trying to get with her, but because she's not feeling that attraction, she's not gonna want to fuck you. You see what I'm saying? And this is why game is important, because the game can get chicks to feel that. You see what I'm saying? To feel that attraction to where, oh wow, I actually want to fuck this guy now. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's the thing. And of course, there's exceptions to the rule where there'll be times where women are already horny, and then they'll fuck a guy, you know, either because she's physically attracted to him, or she'll just fuck a guy because he's there. You feel what I'm saying? So that happens too. You know what I mean? So, but in general,
what's up with bro that Miles said that he's the only friend that actually gets it more popping than you because he has like super patience. What's up with bro over there?
Oh yeah, that's my dude. I did a video with him. I forgot the name of it. I think it titled it something about. Oh, I think it's called "Why Women Like Bad Boys." Look for that on my page. That dude, that's the dude we talking about. So he's in that video. And I think he's also in a video on this page too, where I think it's called I think it's called Never Settle Down or something like that. But he's in a few videos that we did here and there. But this dude,
okay.
his
What's his specialty?
What? Say that again.
What's his specialty? How he get it more than you do?
Because the reason why he gets it more than me is because
Yeah.
that nigga's patient like a motherfucker. Like, this nigga could talk to a chick for hours. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga, I'm telling you, son, I remember one time, because every time when I go out with this dude, I'm always the first to leave. Like, this nigga will stay out all night. Like, I remember we was out one time, he met some chick, and it was like maybe 11 o'clock or some shit in the night or whatever. I left him maybe around midnight. This nigga, he said he was talking to her till 4 a.m. Then he went to her house, got to her house by like 5:30, 5:45, and then fucked her around like 6 a.m. You feel what I'm saying? So this nigga stayed the whole time. And that's the thing. A lot of times when guys, if you stick it out the whole time, you could get shit popping. A lot of times me, you know, I don't usually, like me, I only stick it out if there's like a large or not even large, but like, let's say there's a heavy sexual interest going on through the night. So for example, there was one time where I met this girl and she was with her friend, and me and the girl was like kissing and shit. And then we went to another spot. So it was me, her, and her friend went to another spot. We got some drinks, and then me and her still kissing, whatever. And so, so her friend left around like midnight, maybe 12:30 or whatever. And then I went with that girl to her house and smashed. And I met her around like maybe like 8:30 in the evening. So it was from like 8:30 to around like 1:45 in the morning. But throughout that whole night, me and her was kissing, touching each other. Like, it was already official. She was into me heavy. So it was almost like I already knew I was gonna fuck her that night. So the only way I wasn't gonna fuck her is if I would have just said, "Yo, I'm about to go home." So I already knew it was gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? So that's when I'd stay out where I already know it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And it was to the point where I could have told her, "Hey, let's leave earlier," if it would have been cool. But I was just chilling. But I already knew. But usually I don't got that type of patience. My boy, he got the patience. So the more patient you are, the more success you're gonna have with women. Period. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's why MGTOW niggas have a hard time with chicks, because they ain't got no fucking patience. The niggas make a million videos talking about chicks are crazy, and you're saying that because you ain't got no goddamn patience to deal with women. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think women look at that as attractive either. So I mean,
look at what?
I don't know what's the point. The guys complaining about shit.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
You know
that's
what
what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not, it's just dudes be vetting and
locker
shit.
room talk. You over here putting this shit on YouTube. Come on, bro.
Right.
You don't get frustrated sometimes. Come on.
But yeah,
the
these dudes be
stories is the funny ones. So I don't. That's the best stories to me sometimes. So it's not. I don't even see the big deal. You know.
Yeah, dudes just be venting, but dudes gotta have their venting sessions.
You gotta have a channel to vent. That's great.
Right. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. But yo, man,
thank you, I appreciate the gems, man.
Definitely, bro. Appreciate the call, though, bro. I'ma holler at you, man. All right.
All right, later, bro.
All right, peace. All right, people. It is about that time. Make sure, remember to get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Make sure you click the link below. Go to MrLocario.com to get that book. Want to shout out to everybody who's in the chat room, man. I appreciate all of you, stopping by. Remember, I got to do all the live streams here now on the new channel, because the old channel is still got the strikes or whatever on it. But yeah, definitely, if you guys are not subscribed to the new channel, make sure you subscribe now. I'm gonna leave a link to the new channel for everyone to subscribe, because I'm also going to post this on the main channel. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the new joint, just in case you know, the other one, something happened to it. But let me shout out to all the people in the room. Shout out to Enemies Defeated, Desmond Cook, Darrell S, Shaddy Ratty, Mia, Jermaine Jones, Eastern Conversation, Mike 23, my dude Nez, Female Pimp, Peace Lord 06, Vern Vito. Who else is up in here? Got Juice. I'm a Train Fantastic is back. Who else is up in the spot? Joe Pastor. Who else is up in here? That's a Eastern Conversation. Shout out to you. Jermaine Jones, Whiskey to Don. Man, but listen, make sure you guys, you know, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Patreon also, so you don't miss the Bad Boy Show episodes, because them shits is fire. Okay, it's gonna get even more crazy. But yeah, but definitely check all those out. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys join the Bad Boy membership, and I will holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.